So hello everyone, this is AetherNightmare and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. I am so sorry I've been gone for so long. I have been really sick for the past about 2 weeks now. So I wasn't really able to play or do anything, but I'm feeling a bit better now. I'm starting to recover slowly but surely, and I have no clue where I left off in Final Fantasy XIV. So let us check what was going on. Okay, to siege or not to siege was apparently our MSQ, but I have some other stuff I was doing. Where is... Okay, that's gonna be out in the wilderness. Where's this? Camps Rivers Meet? That's gonna be out in the wilderness. I think I was just maybe going directly to MSQ. Yeah, I was. Since all these other things are gonna be out in the wild. So we're gonna stick to town until it flings us that way naturally. Save ourselves some time. So yeah, long story short, got very sick. Couldn't keep anything down. And wasn't able to play video games for a long time. But I'm back. I'm alive. I lived. Still a tad on the tired side, but I will do my best. Let's hear what the Count has to say. Ah, there you are. Sorry for cutting your union with General Raubon short. I wouldn't have bothered you, but the city's awash with rumors of another Divinian attack, and Lord Harshafont was desperate to get a hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting for you inside, so you'd better head in. Oh yeah, I actually have to have the dude let me in. The security system is a person, that's right. Ah, my friend. I thank you for answering our call with such alacrity. I am sure you are now aware the Divinians are once more gathering for war. Master Nightmare, Master Levelure, I must apologize for this abrupt summons, but we thought it best to have Mistress Tataru contact you by the most direct means available. When the Observatorium's bell tolls, 'tis a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning from the west claimed they saw a cloud of dragons big enough to dim the midday sky. Nidhogg's minions gather once more for war. But I would not have you take up arms in another of our conflicts. When first you came to Ishgard, I offered you my protection. If I cannot ensure your safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice, to remain in a besieged Ishgard, or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I would not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force our hand. Do you want to die by humans or by dragons, basically? The coming of the Horde spells ruin for Ishgard, but our knights shall fight to the last to shield her citizens from harm. Though we flee to the end of the world, 'twould seem no place is in this troubled age is free of strife. Once more the Horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more her weary defenders must take up spear and bow. The Count would have us seek shelter from the storm, but I, for one, grow tired of running. If we're able to shine the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow man, not hunkered in a hole. What say you? Do I actually get a choice? I guess I... They are the only nation that's shown me actual kindness to take me in. Then fight we shall. Let it never be said that we abandon our allies in an hour of need. I've faced dragons before. The choice we make this day may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let us all meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us. What, we're not allowed to do so in their presence? What will become of this place and us? Hopefully nothing if I can have a say in the matter.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the Horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
Like?
You don't mean Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Estinian.
I don't normally see you in the city.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your lance if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
What, my lance not good enough even though I failed him in combat?
Perfectly. I shall assume that Iceheart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise. A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emmerich. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
I mean, you wouldn't be the first dragon we've gone up against. We have chosen a difficult road. Yet even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Emmerich will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Jataru, I would ask that you remain in Fortal Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir! Because we have protagonist syndrome. We are stronger than entire army. Where are we going? This way, apparently. Is this back down in regular Ishgard? Forget how this is laid out. Yeah, it's on the lower end. Look, it's only my third day here. With like a 2-week gap. Maybe 3. So I may still get lost. You would speak to the Lord Commander? Pray make it quick.
I want the defenses of the Outer Ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors. And unlike those messing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then, carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
And if we fail, everybody dies. Sorry, my PC is grinding again. I'm trying to find something I can get to make it to stop. Doesn't even normally do it this soon. Pop that. It's made a lot more like louder noises and stuff too. I do think it might just be the AIO cooler. I think it wore out super fast because of how hot this summer was. I will say this for your plan. It has me keeping secrets from the Holy See seem almost entertaining. Estinian, that sounds like heresy. Having secured Sir Emmerich's support, we may proceed without fear of a preemptive Ishgardian attack, which is not to say we can't afford to dither. History tells that the Dravinians will attack as soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you're ready, Estinian, let us be about our task. Is there anything I can put on you to stop you from rattling? I can feel how warm it is. It's not normally this warm either.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming. Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Asian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
So you are still teaming up with them after all, even though pretty sure you told me otherwise.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
Wait, were you the Ascian the whole time?
For the glory of King Thordan.
Zephyrin. Don't recognize the name. My god, make it stop. Stop the noise. Quit it. I will say this for your plan. It has me keeping secrets from the Holy See. Holy See is keeping secrets from us. Before we set forth, we must needs inform Tataro of our plans. Then I shall await you at Saint Renette's Forum. Tell your friend we may be some time. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that I need no reminding. Come, let us head back to Forton Manor. Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was an Ascian or not. This here seems very vexed by the memory of forgotten promises. Yeah, we don't see a lot of those in Ishgard, do we? The Temple Knights are recruiting. It has long been my dream to join their ranks, and soon shall I make it reality. I've told myself I would give anything to be a Temple Knight, but one of their rules gave me pause. We're forbidden from marrying while undergoing training. Hearing this brought to mind a promise I made long ago. Given to flights of fancy and romance, as children are wont to be, I promised a girl that we would marry when I came of age. I was just a boy, and to be honest, I cannot even remember her name, but I worry she may still be waiting for me. All I can recall is she was a ward at the House Holliender. I realize the chances are slim, but I ask that you find her. Tell her she need not wait for me any longer. I cannot bear knowing a girl wastes her life waiting for the impossible. If it's that long ago, I think she probably already knows. Okay, this is up there. Apparently there's also more stuff in the marketplace area. Wait, Asinian. Have you spoken with your friend? Well, see that she is prepared for a long wait. She will burn many a candle at her window ere we set foot in Ishgard again. Wait, we're like leaving? Angry? Of course I'm angry. All I want is to protect my home, and those goddamn knights just sit there and scoff at the ramblings of an old man. Rambling's my arse. Have you heard what's come of the Falcon's Nest? Most folk come to Ishgard to keep out the cold, but now they plan to tear it all away and make a military encampment of it. A bloody military encampment. What's worse, my son is enlisted to help. Little shite, he refuses to listen, and I'm tired of trying to reason with him. If you see the slimy, backstabbing varlet, tell him he can come back to his family or not come back at all. Harsh? Okay, what is this one? That's Machinist. That will be for another time. So there's one here that's done. This one's up there. This one's out in the wilderness. Bad wine. Out there. Okay, anything here? Anything new here? Just thought I'd check beforehand. A ward taken into House Hollienter as a child? You ask it though there'd been only one. Sorry to say, but my lord has taken in more than I care to count. It'd be no easy task to sort through a lot of them with so little to go on. Of course, if we speak strictly of ladies recently come of age, that may narrow things down some. The first that comes to mind is Lady Lanyette, down at the Rose House. She might be able to steer you in the right direction. Rose House. First things first, since we're right here. Our course is set, Tataro. It may be some time before Bren and I return to Ishgard. How long are we going for? Where are we going? Well, you just be careful, alright? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening out for news of our lost friends. If anyone can find them, it's you, Tataru. Farewell for now. Oh, before you go, you must put this on, Alfino. I made it specially. New coat? No, I couldn't possibly. Oh, very well. By the 12, it fits perfectly, and the quality is actually rather good. I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework while I listen to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. So I wonder if this is a permanent outfit change, at least for this patch. My thanks, Tataru. Whatever else awaits us on the road, I shall not fear the cold. 'Twas the least I could do. Now I must be getting back to the tavern, or I'll never catch up with all the gossip. Best of luck on your journey. Where'd you? Okay, back down there. Back where I was. Is there anything else down here? They said at the Rose House, but I don't know where that would be. This new attire will serve me well in the bitter cold of Kurthus. I shall have to thank Tataru properly upon our return. You have said your farewells, then? Aye, we're ready to depart. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay. Very well, but she will prove an elusive quarry. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of any fresh intelligence on Ysael's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last, the Kurthus Western Highlands. Let us speak with Sir Redwall, was it? As the commander of Falcon's Nest, it is like that he will know if any heretic activity has been reported in the area. Let's see. Falcon's Nest, then. Yeah, my workaround to stop the grinding is actually really silly. I took the top of the case off. It's just mesh anyway. And there's a Gatorade sitting on the AIO cooler. Whatever works, right? Oh, expensive ass gaming PC. I've done everything else I can think of outside of just replacing the AIO cooler. It's clean. It's functional. I'm not overtaxing it. All the screws are tight. It's just quirky. Yeah, it is Corsair, and I know Corsair has been having some issues with their products lately. That might be a big part of it. Well, well, Master Nightmare, what brings you back to the Falcon's Nest? Judging by the company you keep, it could be no trifling matter. The Azure Dragoon I knew, of course, but I do not believe I have met this young gentleman. Alphino Levalure at your service, and you are not mistaken as to the gravity of our mission, Sir Redwall. As I'm sure you are aware, the Observatorium has warned that the Dravinians gather for another assault. We believe there may yet be a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Thus have we come to Falcon's Nest in the hope of acquiring the latest intelligence on the heretics' movements. I see. Then you would be best served by speaking directly to my men. A patrol is due to return from its sweep of the surrounding lands at any moment. You may also wish to question the knights assigned to pick over any of the remains of the heretic refugees at the Gorgagne? Me, Goganga. Gongagas? I feel like this is a 7 reference. At the mills. 'Tis possible they have unearthed information that could be of use to you. Master Nightmare knows well the place I speak of, for it was they who first discovered it. Then let us divide our forces then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol while the two of you visit the refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. A wise use of our time. Come, I'm eager to see what Sir Redwall's men have found at the heretic's lair. makes it sound like some big intimidating thing. It's an abandoned house in the Snow Plains. As agreed, I will stay and await the return of the patrol while the two of you visit the Heretics' Refuge. While I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. Yeah, if my temps start getting bad, I'll look into replacing it, even though I'm not real keen on doing that. But for now, Gatorade. Oh, how do you do there, dearie? Not many people have time to talk to someone like me. I wanted to go and visit my husband's grave, but my back is troubling me dreadfully. Do you have time to do a kindness for a weary old woman? It would mean the world to me if you could take these flowers to Gorgogne Mills and place them on my husband's grave. There should be another quest, but I don't know where it is. There, maybe? Possibly? Maybe below me. Supposed to be in some quest zone. But I can't see what for. There you are. Yes, I'm Josselou. He said, what? My father's short-sightedness knows no bounds. He fails to see what we stand to preserve by creating this encampment rather than leaving it abandoned to the snows. As the name suggests, Falcon's Nest is well known for its skilled falconeers and going back generations. While it's true the Astrologans can sense horde activity through the stars, it's always been us who gave the first alert of their approach. But things changed after the calamity. The weather turned foul and we had no choice but to seek better shelter. I know how it pained him to abandon the Falcon's Nest. It's my home too. But he has to understand that even if our home has to change, it does not change who we are. The proud hawkers of Falcon's Nest will live on, and I will prove it to him. When the day comes for him to return here, the earth beneath him may seem unfamiliar, but our companions gilded proudly through the skies will be... There's so much happening in the background. Through the skies will be as they always have and always will be. Thus, I swear. Quest complete. Don't remember the context. Oh, it's this person. That's who's making all the noise. I can't speak today, I swear. Sorry, English is failing me. I'm doing my best, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, that's all the way out here. Is there really no warps? Is Heavensward just like really big with no warps whatsoever? Is there anything else out here that has... I wouldn't happen to be able to take you out there, would I? Where are you, Choco person? The Foundation and the Convictory. Both are about a minute. Let me see what each of those counts as. The Anvil, Pike, Camp Rivers Meet. I'm assuming it's the Victories over here. That is closer. And what was the other one? The Foundation. Sorry, I'm still learning the map. Oh, that's back, all the way back. Okay. Should we be lazy? Woo! When you're bad at directions, just hire a porter. Because their chocobos can actually fly out here, I do believe. Well, I don't think my regular mounts can yet. They probably made it really super big to sell this flying mechanic. The problem being you don't have instant access to it yet. So we gotta take the hired transport. might dismount while I fall out of the sky. Cool. I take mine. My non-flying mount. Because I don't think my black chocobo can fly from the beginning, can it? Still take damage, but it's not too bad. Huzzah for map discovery. Southwest. Okay, we're not close to any. Thought I would check. Trying to avoid the enemies if possible, but also I kind of want to unlock little doots here and there. Ah, won't let me. Oh, maps. Both the music and trying to unlock the map is giving me a bit of a Star Ocean 3 vibe. Since you get dropped off in a snowy wasteland there too. It has this thing where you really have to edge along the corner of the map in order to actually get it to fully unlock for some reason. Since you get rewards for doing so. Anything over this way? Something it wants me to kill. If I can... Please! Come on! You can do it! Not a danger puddle if you kill it fast enough. Last one. Forget my other one isn't a jump anymore. They stole my jump in the last patch. Alright, sweet. Need to get... Assuming up here? There's also something off to the right. I must side quest. Oh, it's an unkept gravestone. At first I thought I was lucky enough to find a wind current. Yep, flowers placed. The southwest. Really, really, really far away. Ah, it's just a simple farmhouse. It makes one wonder what other innocent facades the heretics have chosen to hide behind. Master Nightmare, our findings, you say? Well, there's something of a tale there. No sooner had we chanced upon a promising-looking sheaf of letters than we were ambushed in the shadows by the great white beasts. 'Twould seem the heretics foresaw our coming, and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our numbers were badly wounded. And you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves. Polar bears? That's one heck of a pet. Oh dear. The creature took me by surprise. Forgive me. Until my hands stop shaking, I fear I shall prove more a hindrance than a help. Pray go on ahead, and when you are certain the rest of these things have been slain, notify the expedition leader that it is safe to return. Really, Alphino? We faced off against Bahamut, and you're scared of a polar bear? A baby polar bear? Oops, didn't go off like I wanted it to. Why is it? Oh, because I already killed that one. That's why. I'm not paying enough attention. It's been a few days. Hardly fit through the doors. Maybe they were kept in here? Justinian, when did you get here? My inquiries availed me not. The patrol leader had little to say beyond which his extremities the frost has bitten the hardest. The beasts are slain then. Thank you, Master Nightmare. We may return to our duty without fear of mauling. And we get a wind-up Alphino, I think? Yeah, a wind-up Alphino. From one heretic to another. You wish to track down Lady Iceheart, is that not so? The records we discovered ere these beasts mauled my compasses appear to be some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of pursuing their content more closely, intent as we were on surviving the onslaught of Fang and Claw, but I'd wager those epsiles contain more than friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divine some clue from these letters, or we wander the snowfields and pray that the gods lead us right to Iceheart's door. It's hardly a choice at all. Then I guess we're decoding, aren't we? Preferably next to a fire. Where it's warm. Wait. Help. Oh, it's a note. Oh, are they like hidden around here? I could see it glowing through the door. Okay, keep an eye out then. Notes. Notes everywhere. You guys want to actually help search? Just saying, you gonna just stand here in the corner? I found a few of the letters. Let us gather a respectable stack and see what secrets the expedition captain can wring from the collected correspondence. Where are those damnable pages? I'd rather battle 2 Avis than continue this confounded search. The letters were in a neat pile here, but 'twould seem the skirmish with the beasts had scattered them rather thoroughly. In other words, it's my fault. My cherry blossoms scattered them all about. Have you recovered the correspondence? Yes. Splendid. Added to the contributions from Master Levalure and Sir Stinian, we now have more than a dozen letters. What do we hear then? Every one of these pages is a record of the dealings between the Gorgagna Mills heretics and the fellows in the Afa Amphitheater. There are requests for foodstuffs, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Iceheart followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned. Do I have to pick one? Yeah. Sounding out the amphitheater. The Akafa Amphitheater, the very place where you witnessed the manifestation of the primal Shiva, was it not? If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of the treacherous tract of ice and snow that cannot swiftly be crossed. Though we must place our faith in the Aethernet. As you may recall, our dear friend Moonbrita succeeded in recreating the Akaft beacon and had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. At the time, it was assumed that the resultant aetherite would only be temporarily viable. But given the heretics of Kogane Mills seems she has been in regular contact with their brethren at the amphitheater, I'll wager it still functions. I suggest we make for the aetherite with the snow cloak without delay. Correct me if I'm wrong, Estinian, but in the course of mapping the snow cloak tunnel system, a passage was discovered leading out to the Western Highlands, was it not? Might it be possible for us to reach the aetherite from the other side of the wall? It should. House Duriander posted soldiers at the Western Highlands entrance after the tunnels were cleared, but they will not deny us. I can't deny us entry. I'm so sorry for my brain. Do you mean to follow the Heretic's trail then? I will see that Sir Redwald is informed. Okay, back down. Here. It might be faster to just warp if that's the case. And if I mess it up, there's Chocobo. Yeah, and if things get too rough on my PC, I might have to switch to only streaming or only recording at a time. Even though that won't be as good a quality for preservation. Well, thank you so much for that, dearie. I'm sure my husband appreciated it. Well, that or he's turning in his grave, shouting, "Do it yourself, you lazy hag!" He used to be a great knight under House Duriander, but you know, he was a tutor to the house's heir, training him in the ways of combat. I was so proud of him having a job like that. And the heir himself was ever such a bright young lad, a genius if ever there was one. But one day the poor boy set out to see the realm, and didn't come back. We never saw him again. After that my husband just wasn't the same. He ended up stepping down from his position and cutting his ties with nobility. He became a farmer and started the farm at Gorgagna Mills. I think he just couldn't stand to be reminded of the boy every day he was at House Duriander. And one more here too. Somewhere. You've already killed 3 of them? Thank you so much. You're not injured, are you? Here, please take this. It's your cut of the fee for the work. Incidentally, did you happen to see the farm on the far side of the bridge? Those Midolans made it difficult to access the area, and the bridge has been left to fall apart. After we repair the bridge, one day we might be able to rebuild that farm. And we get an ether current. Yay! We're just gonna ignore the fates for now. We have a different destiny to follow. And distant. And distant. It's so far away. Good moves over here. We don't have any other moves. How far away did it say? Northwest. But also quite a ways northwest. We're kind of going northeast at the moment anyway. Sneaky, sneaky. But didn't go too. Oh, don't go too far. Here, I don't see you guys. Are you below me? follow. Yeah. How do you like my entrance? Do you recall the first time you ventured into these tunnels in search of Lady Iceheart? It seems like an age ago, does it not? Back then I still believed myself the commander of the Crystal Braves. What ails our young lord? The moment we arrived at the wall, his face took an ashen pallor. Does he fear facing the heretics within their own lair? Wouldn't be the first time. Ah, guest of House Tom, accompanied by the Azure Dragoon, no less. I cannot imagine what brought you out this far, but you are welcome to enter the tunnels, if it is of your will. Assuming the Akafa beacon still functions, we must pray that the 12 it does. We shall arrive at our destination in mere moments. Though do I not expect to be greeted by the Primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. The heretics are not like to rejoice at the appearance of uninvited guests, particularly ones with our history. Okay, duty calls. It's just a regular sink. Doesn't appear to be a dungeon or a boss. An impressive structure. I wonder how many ages it has endured. Mayhaps you should ask its occupants. They seem a friendly bunch. Dogs of Ishgard, is it not enough that you banish our beloved saint? Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drops of our blood? Stay our weapons. We come under the flag of parley. We wish only to speak with your mistress, that we might broker a peace. You think us fools, boy. We'll take more than honeyed words to earn our trust. You walk with the Dragon Slayer, and we know all too well what he is capable of. Yeah, my reputation precedes me. Ah, they give us little choice. Come, brothers, my dragon wings bear us to victory. We come in peace. Or pieces, I guess. Going with the latter route today. There's not any healers back there, is there? Wait, does Justinian actually talk mid-combat? Justinian! Don't use your ultimate on the white mage. Oh, they summoned something. Dragon truly bring about something? Don't know. Didn't see what you said. Stuff's kind of happening everywhere. Oh, I heard a heal. Was it our heal? Or your heal? Okay, these paladins. That's not too bad then. Oh no, he's a tad chunky. He has an actual name, so I'm assuming maybe he is the opponent to beat. Oh, hello. Maybe not. Justinian's clearly having too much fun with this. Oop. Not bad. I missed my second jump. that's the last of them. Ah, they fight like demons. 'Tis death to remain. Fall back, brothers. Retreat to the cinders. The cinders, you say? I see no sign of Lady Eyesight. What be that we could have questioned one of them? I mean, they're right there, Alphino. We could very easily catch one. What would you ask that we do not already know? They make for the cinders, and so must we. Even should we an ambush await, certainly there will be more heretics to question. The cinders, you say? I confess the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten us, Estinian? I suppose it is the heretic's way of referring to the Dreaming Dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake of Ashpool. So 500 years past, 'tis told that the Azure Dragoon of the age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. After a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened under the point of death, and forced into a magic slumber by the entire chapter of the Holy Sea sorcerers. Ere long, a rain of ash and cinders did begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length in a shroud of grey. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it, but you may be sure I speak true. A fascinating tale. We should make haste to the Ashen Isle. What, you've driven off the heretics? That should certainly ease the minds of our surveyors. Only in a land where war has raged for 1,000 years could enough ash fall to bury a dragon the size of an island. The Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the frozen beast, however, there's another place I would visit first. I am told the convictors have a camp set up in Twin Pools. Their leader, Gentelet, may have information that is of use to us, but mayhap you are not familiar with that name either. The convictors are dragon slayers, after a fashion, but I am willing to wager that they encounter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking into a trap, I would learn all there is to know of our foe. A sound suggestion. Let us speak with those convictors then, and temper our haste with a measure of caution. Ah, so the place my tugboat originally took me. Can I get to there from here? Assuming? Maybe? Do you guys have anything special? My thanks for raiding the tunnels of their rat infestation. With any luck, I shall finally be able to carry out my work uninterrupted. Because I assume this is a river. A frozen one. West. Okay, so it's approximately on the same level as me. I just gotta be traveling west, which I am. And frequently checking. Wonder if I should get out of the river or if it'll take us directly to them. Oops. About 700 to the west. I hate to say it, but the Gatorade bottle is working surprisingly well. I think it has a harder time too filtering out the heat with the mesh cover on top. Ah, so you found out about the poison and came here looking for answers? Well, give up. The poison is made from dragon venom. There is no antidote. Everyone who drank it will die, and so will you. Ah, right, the food poisoning. Oh, if only if that had been what I'd been sick of. Instead of the whole ordeal I went through. And technically still am going through. Yeah, I couldn't eat for like 7 days straight. It was really, really bad. Still this way. Seems like it would be at the camp. Was it here the whole time and I was too dumb to look up? Yeah! Yeah, it was. Well, well, what do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the convictors, are we? The hard-eyed person looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. I'll give you 3 days or the winds claim your corpse. I beg your pardon? Be not so quick to judge. I have seen this frail youth fell heretics with the flick of his wrist. I've seen this frail youth fell Bahamut. And who are you to question my... By the Fury? That armor, that lance, the Azure Dragoon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I'm Gentilot, leader of the Convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you to our humble camp? So there may be a horde of dragons coming our way? And we hear you're good at taking care of that? Ah, Lady Iceheart is it? I know her by reputation, but I'm afraid I've seen naught of her people. That said, my own men can be somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you, we shall. Bren, Asinian, let's make our way through the camp and see what information there is to be had. Hey there, DJT. Am I feeling better? Enough to actually be up and streaming, at least. I'm not fully recovered yet, but... Long story short, got sick, triggered my autoimmune system. Autoimmune hit me harder than the sickness. I may have erred in seeking the wisdom of the whelps. The secret to success. Greetings, your reputation precedes you. Once you slay a few primals, word gets around. Seeing as you're so strong and powerful, I was wondering if you might be able to help me out with something. I want nothing more than to support the Sir Emmerich, but his guardian society revolves around nobility. Those not of noble birth, such as myself, have no power at all. The only way to gain the power of nobility is through a truly noble display of courage. There's one simple way to do that. Slay a monstrous, ancient dragon. There's some feats that cannot be ignored. So look upon my spear and come to the convictory. Sadly, things have not gone as well as I'd hoped. I'm still somewhat new to this, you see. I really don't know much about dragons, especially the rarer, larger ones. All the knights here are competing with each other for honor and glory. None of them will share what they know with each other, for fear of losing any edge that they may have. But you're not a convictor. They're not competing with you. I doubt they'd be nearly as tight-lipped with you as they are with me and the other knights here. You might be able to learn a thing or two from me about how I might find and kill one of the larger dragons. Touching wood, hope you got through the worst of it. Yeah, me too. The worst of it was pretty darn bad, so... Seeing as, you know, meningitis can be deadly. Yeah. I'm up enough that I can actually sit up and eat mild foods and look at lights again. I couldn't look at my screens even for like 3 days. It was too bright. So yeah, it was bad, but I'm getting better. You want to know about dragons, do you? Well, you're speaking to the right man. I know stuff about them beasts, even if the dragoons aren't heard of. Oh, I don't think I'll be telling you for free, though. Tell you what, I'm due to go on patrol any minute now, but it's far too bloody cold for it if you task me. I'll put my patrol points on your map here, and if you do my patrol for me, I'll tell you what I know. Couldn't eat, couldn't open eyes. Bad shape. Very, very, very bad shape. Gentleman wants to experience firsthand what life at the Convictory is like. I remember you. How could I forget? You're the one who was in the Azure Dragoon's company. Since you're here anyway, perhaps you might like to try your hand at a spot of hunting before you depart. See for yourself what life is like for us Convictors. The Dravinian horde is stronger than you might expect. Unless you've been at it for years like I have, I think it prudent to start with something simple and then work your way to the dragons. I suggest rooms. Slay 3 of those, and then come back here. Consider it a warm-up. I have no idea what those are. Oh, and you have a crystal too. Dreadnought for justice. Cowards, all of you. Have you no shame at all? Excuse me? Oh, I beg your... Wait, are you not Master Nightmare? Honored ward of House Fertom? Praise alone. Surely you will consider my request. You know the Dusk Vigil? Westernmost of the Citadel watchtowers built to warn the horde's approach? 'Twas lost following the calamity, another victim of the snows. Within the ruins lies a priceless treasure which must needs be reclaimed. I thought to enlist the services of those so-called dragon slayers, but it seems their courage is not as boundless as they would have you believe. But you are not one to shy away from danger, am I right? Very good indeed. There's a sculpture of the Fury within the Dusk Vigil's chapel. A nice rondel is set in its helm. I would have you praise it for free and deliver it to me. The vigil is not difficult to find. Simply head northwest to the Bane Pool until you come to the gates. Knights may bar your passage, but should you explain who you are, they will grant you leave to enter. But yeah, when you can't eat for 7 days, can't open your eyes for like around 3 days, and also tinnitus. Really bad tinnitus. Well, I guess your brain membrane is squeezing out against the side of your head, so... Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while out hunting. Pray speak with as many as you can. I feel like I'm still so super duper sensitive to sounds afterwards. Like, I feel like I hear everything so much clearer than before, and, like, not in a good way. Nay, I know of no heretics. Do you honestly expect me to keep track of every Ratamu, Veramont, and Bartenet that wanders in and out of camp? Are there any heretics in the area? I have not the faintest idea. Why, a heretic could pass on my very nose and I would be none the wiser. I hunt dragons, the big ones. Forever do I scan the skies for signs of my prey. I care not for the miserable creatures that scurry upon the ground. The fact that he gave me 3 very specific names gives me an idea that 3 very specific people constantly cause problems. Looking for heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother Pirquet or someone? I've enough trouble keeping these preening fogs fed up and clothed as is. 'Tis no business of mine what folk do with themselves out there in the wilds. Is the mender gonna be okay? You look like you're gonna drop over, dude. Can we get you by the fire? Also, how is my gear? It's still fine. I may have erred in seeking the wisdom of these whelps. Something I can help you with? Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself, but they ain't to say I haven't heard a thing or two. We'd be grateful for any information you can share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious little from talking to the rest of these people. If it please, my lord. I'm Pirquet, a soldier by trade, though not much of one, if I'm honest. More for the love of stabbing folk that look up the spire, you see. No, it was by order of Sir Jantalot's father. Still, as long as they keep paying me wages, I ain't fussy what it is they have me do. Not everyone's as patient as me, though. Plenty of low-born lads who get pressed into service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. And once they got to thinking how unfamiliar it all is, I don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. From what I hear, the simple promise of freedom tends to do it. That may explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbled down the heretics' tripe and asked for seconds. Told me they were off to the Western Highlands to light a signal fire. That's how you let the heretics know you're serious about joining their ranks, apparently. Send up some purple smoke and the bastards come to you. But now that we know that, means everybody else can come to them too. Is that so? Why then am I minded to start a fire? Bring them to us so we don't have to trek? You played the Metaphor demo, and its first 4 hours of the game is really good. Yeah, I heard it's made by the Persona people. Though I haven't gotten to play it yet because, like I said, I was out. I was completely out. You must be a warrior of some renown to keep company with the likes of the Azure Dragon. Me, I'd be lucky to last 3 heartbeats with some of them big nasty Divinians. I also downloaded the Final Fantasy XIV demo on Steam prior to getting sick, but as said, haven't really gotten the chance to play it. I'm not familiar with the building of signal fires, but how difficult could it possibly be? Really, not that difficult, actually. Protect what's important. Want to help out, do you? Well, there's plenty that needs doing, and killing besides. I'm sure you've noticed that dragons aren't the only things we've been content with out here. Take the polar bears, for example. They come here looking for an easy meal, drawn by the smell of our cook fires, and then raid our stores. Oh, honey, polar bear's sense of smell is so good, it's not the cook fire, just existing draws them. Think you can thin their numbers a little? Killing 4 or so of them should suffice. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. And we get one from MSQ as well. If we're to lure our foes to this position, then we must find a means of procuring a signal of purple hue. As it so happens, I've heard the tale of a trapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak onto his campfire. Aside from the terrible stench, the story also described in detail how the smoke from the smothered flames was tinged a deep violet. You're a monster hunter of some note, are you not? It should prove a trifling task for you to procure a number of hides. We may need to burn more than one ere the heretics notice our beacon. Master Elfino, you and I should gather wood for the fire. It will take the both of us to find enough dry fuel in this frozen wasteland. Let us meet again at the Dreaming Dragon with fruits of our labor. I'm in a society that doesn't know what a flame test is. The 16 demo is also the first 4 hours. Alright, I'll take note of that. I did do the Dave the Diver demo just prior to like getting really, really sick. I thought I was coming down from it at that point, so felt good enough to like try doing stuff again. And then it hit me even harder than it hit me before. First, I was just like, oh, I probably just have some mild stomach upset. Maybe a mild cold, and I'm finally feeling better. I'll stream this one little demo because it's what I have energy for. And then, like, later that evening, I was just not okay. The game's really fun, though. Highly recommend checking it out. There's a demo on Switch. Sometimes you're feeling somewhat okay, and then sometimes you're really, really, really not okay. Some illnesses get you like that, though. There's a period where you think you're out of the woods, and then, nope. You're even more lost than before. Right, destination here. For... Oh, just wants me to stand watch. Alright. I think the Reynatus demo's out too, isn't it? You watched the first 2 episodes of Dawn to Dawn, which are very good. Though I think the first episode uses a content warning. Don't worry, I can handle just about anything. Though they did add the first episode to Netflix, so I should be able to start watching it soon. That one's on my to watch, and there's 2 others that I've seen. a couple dub clips of that were just really, really funny. The first one was Kaiju number 8, and the second one was Windbreaker. They both look like they'd be really goofy shonens. They both got me to giggle anyways. Ah, these are the rooms. They really named this quest Polar Express. A movie I've never seen, but apparently it left an impression on people, though I don't know if it's a good kind. It's more the implication. Okay. Rather than graphic. Don't worry, like I said, I can handle pretty much anything. I appreciate the content warning for other peoples. Always good as a just in case. But I also like thriller and stuff too, so I've seen it all. That and I'm just old. Ah, woolly yak, there we go. I think this is what I needed the skins for. One yak down. These are big yaks. Kaiju number 8, Windbreaker are both good and you're up to date on the manga side. Nice! Like I said, I just saw some quick clips of them on YouTube and I'm like, okay, these look like fun. These look like something I'd be interested in trying. Only Don has started Netflix streaming though. And even then, it's only the first episode right now. It went down right as I powered up. Okay, next thing is way out there. To the west. Maybe I have to get this way anyway. How do I get up there? Would there be a mountain that way? Or can I keep going around this way? Something over here, which I eventually assume will be a dungeon. Ooh, a hunt. Didn't even know I had my hunt still active. It's been weeks. Probably several. How long do these hunts last? I think the poison actually maybe killed it. Reading the book a long time ago for Polar Express as a kid, but I don't remember hardly anything about it. So I was in grade school, I was very small. Very young. He had played like Tom Hanks played like 5 characters? Oh. That might have been part of the reason. How uncanny valley did that get? Only has one good scene in it where the train crosses a frozen river. Don't see many adventurers out this way. I was looking out over the Bane Pool. Great battles were fought at this fortress, but no matter how brutal, no matter how much blood was spilt, this lake was always waited patiently to swallow all within its tranquil waters. The calamity changed all that. The lake is frozen over, and slimy, goddamn beasts wander its surface without a shred of respect, and I won't stand for it. I'm pretty sure that's just called an ecosystem, sir. I no longer have my old strength, or drive out the slimes away myself. Do an old man a favor and teach some of those gelatin a lesson. Gelatai? Slaughter them, such that I might have another glimpse at the lake as it once was. Oh yeah, these are the more sludgy looking ones. Yet you named them gelato, which makes me want to lick one. Why name it after ice cream, then? Something... Ooh, maybe there's a way in the gates? Who about you? What's this? A ward of House Tom wishes to enter the Dusk Vigil? You are aware the ruins are infested with wild beasts, and gods only knows what else, are you not? Why, just the other day, one of the convictors claimed to have seen a massive winged beast. Not a dragon, mind, but something altogether different. But far be it from me to deny an esteemed patronage the opportunity to kill themselves in new and exciting ways. Pray go on ahead. Dusk Vigil now accessible. What? Enter the Dusk Vigil. It's not part of MSQ, it's just a dungeon by itself? What? Aren't these normally supposed to be tied to MSQ? Am I not supposed to be here yet? Or is this one just like a freebie? I'm a tad confused. Can I go in by myself? Or is this a... No, you gotta go in with people. Would have you enter the Forsaken Fortress and reclaim the priceless treasure. An ice rondel set in the helm of a sculpture with the Vigil's chapel. A simple request, perhaps, but experience has taught you anything. Such tasks are anything but. I see. It's just optional. It's still the first one, though. Okay. I don't know why it's giving me my paladin gauge and stuff again every time I switch classes. It's like, do you know how to use the gauge? Yes. Alright. So what we got? See if I remember how to do Paladin prior to going into a dungeon. Also, really quickly, actions and traits, dig, decipher. Where is that darn? Is it in here? I don't think it was an item. Where is it? The compass? My not golden compass? Where do it stands? Currency, inventory, character, minion guide. I remember this was the thing last time too. Collection menu, thank you. Collections. Duty, character, companion. Give me a minute. Countdown, free company. Nope. Where are you? Collection. There it is. Wee. Southwest. Gotta relearn where everything is. Gone long enough and you kind of forget. Okay, that's done. Dude over here. Got rid of your gelato. Just ignore this one right here. You needn't say anything. Your actions speak loud enough. You have my thanks. Seems some adventurers are worth their salt after all. Ah, now I can finally remember this place as it once was. The battles we fought and the friendships we forged, all atop this lake's still waters. Dang, I am not used to dungeons taking a while. But I guess it's only been 3 minutes. I'm just impatient. Ren chill. Alright, so down this way. If all else fails, I can switch to healer. Haven't done anything party related in months. This may not end well. I'm guessing it's up there somehow. Yes, but no. Probably have to come in it the other way. Head back to camp. Then come up some other direction. Come on! Can we do it? No! We cannot. Man, they made this expanse big. Very big, very open. Much grand pulse. Well, you certainly are more reliable than any lordling I've ever met. They've only got eyes for dragons, even though I tell them time and again that no one sees to those bears. They'll be narrowly a scrap to eat. But do they listen? No. I dare say everyone around here could stand to be a little more like you. Well, I'd say you'd be compensated, and I'm true to my word. I'm sure you'll consider this a fair remuneration for your efforts. Okay, I get to pick something. Tenacity, vitality, piety. Don't I have coffee, though? I feel like that would save my inventory a little bit of space, but... I look troubled, do I? Well, we have our fair share of troubles here. You looking to lend a hand? Apparently not. Bombs. I don't know if I've ever seen the blue ones outside of Final Fantasy II. There are notes in the dungeon I can read? Oh no. I might have to come back solo for those. Sorry, I'm going. Assuming this way. Oh, I bet those fall on our heads. Ooh! There's a griffin. Flew off though. I know people probably want bigger poles, but I don't know where I'm going. If I can miss anything. I could probably do bigger poles. God's name. Can I get through here? Maybe I can't. Maybe I need to blow the bomb up here. Supposed to... Whoa! Oh! That's how it happens. You clear the enemy and the big boy comes down to mess you up. Oops, shit. Didn't mean to turn my tank stands off, sorry. I was aiming for this. They stop big pulls from this point on? You mean like the whole game? While in dungeons. Do they really? Huh. You mean I can't just pull the whole dungeon anymore? I wonder if they did that on purpose. Winch lever's missing. Do we need something? Oh, we need this. Hey, big boy. You come look at me. Not a bit. Charges, good to know. Wait, did you just get... goodbye. You got snuffled. Don't really know how to stop him from doing that, though. tried stunning him and it worked for a second, but not long enough. Mainly done in order to stop more experienced players and uncomfortable players from doing big pulls. Oh. I see more stuff this way. Oh, there's a journal page. Come here! Okay. Trevor reads this. If there's one left lead, let me know that I never let was born to witness Dalamoon's fall, the lesser moon's descent, the black doom which emerged from within, the flames which spread across the horizon, turning night to day, shall haunt me for the rest of my days. It is the dawn of the Sabbath era, according to some of my men. I have told no stock of ravings of the prophecies, but even then I do not know what to believe anymore. Gosh, they're everywhere. The emergencies there are still surveying the damage, but anyone with eyes can tell that the dust vigil is beyond repair. Some walls hardly fit to be called such as piles crumbling masonry they are. The officer has been pleading with Sir Ulhimeric, asking to order a withdrawal. He knows our position is untenable, yet he refuses. We hold to the last. With the shields on the wall, the defenders of the Holy See says he's a brave, pious man, unless so we serve under him. Sorry. Lore. I see treasure. Oh, here they come. Why are you not... What do you mean? Oh, they're all dead. They're all dead. Oh, these are different. Ah, damn it. They're everywhere, I'm so sorry. The men we rescued from the class wing have not fared well. Given our dwindling supplies and seemingly endless blizzard, we may be forced to make difficult decisions soon. The unreasonable weather grows worse with every passing day, and the toll has taken a moral on its plane. We have yet to receive reinforcements from the Holy See, and if here none shall come. Nevertheless, Sir Yelmerk remains steadfast in his decision, and will suffer at the talk but not withal. His stalwart tells me to pass his hours in the chapel, praying to the Fury for guidance, but I chanced to see him once. He knelt before the statue. His eyes were transfixed on the jewel in its helm, and he was whispering things I dare not write. Oh. Heresy? He has taken me to his confidence. He says I am an honest man, at which I am braver one. The mutiny has been quelled. Among the starving half-mad knights were Sir Yelmerk's most trusted officers. He wielded the axe himself. He received me in the chapel afterwards, told me it will not last a fortnight without food. He smiled and told me that the Fury is blessed with the bounty of fresh meat that returns his prayers. I joined him. That fresh meat ain't human, is it? That fresh meat is from an animal, right? Right? Oh. Hello? Hello! Oops. Damn it. Speed reading out loud, yeah, sorry. Okay, oh hello, and I pray your humble servant. Ah! Give me a bit! That's shit! For too long I have felt rule of my heart, and my cowardice have I party to speak unspeakable acts. I know I shall never see my children again, nor do I want them to look upon their father's face, and what it has become. I am outside her grace. Did it turn you... Did you guys have a Wendigo thing happen here, where you, like, turn to each other for food, and it turned you into monsters? Oh, there's so Umeric himself. I see. Oh, no, come back! Come back, come back, come back! Get your ass! Okay, I guess he's keen on staying here. Fine, whatever. Any of these gonna come towards me? Oh boy. That looked like haste. Oh gosh, the orange is spreading. Whoa! Did something pull me or did I get yeeted? Okay, a lot of this is worse than what I have, so I'll pass up on it. Assuming are there any pages in here, right? Nope. Dyslexic I may be, but speed read I can also do. See the coffer, but nobody seems to want it, so eh. Could always be future runs too. This team's probably fed up with me as is. You can speed read, you just can't vocalize it. Fair. Stuff happened in both directions. Okay, they're dead. Wait, I saw the griffin again. It's probably gonna be the boss. Damn it. I keep getting that mixed up with my single hit. My free damage button. Anything else? Just the chapel. Assuming that's a statue of Halone. Hey, this place has purple fire. Does this work? Can we just steal theirs? Alright, let's see that griffin that's been eluding me. Nice landing. Was that really necessary? Maybe he wanted the jewel? Yep, we're in Heavensward. Hi there, Nehru. Heavensward. Did I say Heavensward? Did my dyslexia get me at the tail end there? Right after I did so well speed reading, I can't read one word. I had it, and then I lost it. Oh, I'm in the feathers. I am not a chick to nest with. I cannot move. Maybe the stuff that comes from the ceiling, you gotta hide behind it when it starts to do that. Any hiding spots? Oh, damn it. I was right, but I was also wrong. Does this count? Am I hidden enough? Oh yeah, it is sucking me towards the center, but I'm not. I'm not moving. I'm in the good zone. There, we did it. GG, everyone. Player, ghosts. You kept me alive. Is there anything? What's this? Red Manger arm. Nope. Probably don't need it. And I got it anyway. Because nobody else wanted it. Anywho. Oh, we're back here? Yeah, that's right, because I was talking to you and then it... snagged me. I look troubled, do I? Well, I have a fair share of troubles out here. Looking to lend a hand? Am now. Out here, the cold is a constant nemesis. We could always use more yak fools in the creation of blankets. If you bring me 3 baskets of it, I'll see that it's worth your while. Wish you told me that sooner while I was on the yak commission. Slain those rooms already, have you? How did you find them? Did they put up much of a fight? Sir, it's Jello. Good work. Clearly the Azure Dragoon doesn't travel with mere amateurs. It sounds like the rooms barely put up enough of a fight to be considered a proper warm-up. You clearly know what you're doing. If you want to try your hand at hunting down some dragons, speak with me again sometime. The rooms you slew last time may have been easy hunting, but I assure you dragons are not. Even veteran convictors can find themselves to be something of a handful at times. If you want to try your hand at it yourself, I suggest you start with some Archaerans. They are a great feathered scalekin monster that form part of the Horde's vanguard. You will find the beasts wandering about the north, near Banepool. Find the Aquarians and put them down without mercy. Consider it a test of skill, if you will. Do you have it? The Ice Rondel. Named after the icy blue sheen of the Fury's armor. Oh, that was probably from doing the dungeon, right? Ah, yes, there's no mistaking. At last, it's ours once more. My parents presented the sapphire to me on my wedding day as my wife and presented it to the Ylmric on his. One day, they would do the same for their son. For that disgrace of an inquisitor, suspicion of heresy, what rot. He knew what he wanted from the start. By the time I secured her release, they had interrogated her for days. She was a shadow of her former self. But the final insult, the final twisting of the knife, was when my son took command of the Dusk Vigil and found the Ice Roundel to be the centerpiece of the newly commissioned sculpture of the Fury. He couldn't prove it was the selfsame one which had vanished, but oh, he knew. But no more. It's back with the family where it belongs. It is admittedly a hollow comfort, yet in my waning years I must accept what little can be had. Okay, doing the dungeon still gets me a wind current, though. Back so soon, are you? Well, a deal's a deal, I'll tell you what I know. I've no idea why, but the corpses of weaker dragons seem to be attracting a higher rank of Dravidians. Once you know this, it shall make pretty easy to lay a trap for some of the bigger, nastier dragons out there. Now listen, don't you go telling anyone about this, you hear? Just think what had happened if everyone knew. Things are dangerous enough around here to begin with, especially lately. Imagining the lowborn, some young lad with dreams of nobility and nothing to lose. Some guy who's come out here to find glory at any cost. Imagine if he finds out how to bring the biggest, nastiest of monsters to the realm. Out of hiding. I guess I can take this off. Dude. Just keep to yourself is what I'm saying. You can never be too careful. Is Griffin not the one that's part bird? Is it Hipposurf? Hippogriff? Hipposurf? Hip. Oh, you're back. Were you able to learn anything useful? It's almost like they wanted to mourn their dead. Yeah, I see. So I can use the corpses of weaker dragons to attract bigger ones. It's like we're fishing. It seems like I might be able to bag quite a prestigious catch this way. I mean, Vanille went fishing for dragons, so I guess. I start with the small one, kill that, then wait for the bigger one to come along. Then, if we kill that one, even bigger one should appear, then kill that one, and so on. You have my deepest gratitude. Thanks to you, I now know what I must do, though I must ask for another favor in the future. I'm working on my plan to draw out quite a great ferocious dragon. A new recruit has joined the Convictors, so I'm delegated to the execution of the plan to him. The lad shows a lot of potential, but he's sorely lacking in experience. You, though, my friend, have more experience than anyone in the Convictory. I'd be eternally grateful if you could put some of that famous skill to good use and lend the young lad a hand. The soldier's name is Centrelamu? Talk to him. He knows all the relevant details, so he can answer any further questions you might have. You must be the adventurer Dominic said would be assisting me. I made it quite clear that I could handle myself, but the man won't listen. I'm ever so sorry. Matter Saint-Tremont has been having a bad day. He means no disrespect. We'd be more than happy to benefit from your assistance. We ought to start by reviewing the plan. Recently there have been sightings of a particularly unusual, if somewhat diminutive, number of Dravinian hordes. Tulahand. It's been observed near the Great Tree to the northeast. If the information you've gathered is correct, we should be able to kill the smaller dragon quite easily and use it as bait to attract a larger one. We shall sally forth to the Great Tree now, and find the beast. Once your preparations are in order, rendezvous with us there. We'll be waiting for you. Okay, let's see, what do we got? Stuff here, stuff here, stuff everywhere. Griffin is big cat and bird. Ah, hippogriff is horse and bird. Both have bird in the front. It's just the one that dungeon had bird back legs. Oh. Great eagle thing, then. Are you part of a... Oh, I have to be synced. But you have what I need now, slime! Is this what I get for making fun of the slime? Bad slime. Bad slime. Bad slime. Guess we can unlevel sync. When in doubt, don't! Let's give it a second, try that again. I just want the wool. I just want the wool, dang it! Come on. Give me your yak. Damn it. Didn't quite do my rotation the way I want to. Alright, everybody out. Slime, please. This isn't about you. Slime with a vengeance. This way. It's not there, is it? Sorry for the chocobutt. No, seems further. Wait, you. What is you? Ice Commander. They remind me a bit of some of the Final Fantasy XIII enemies. But I don't... Maybe he's got too much ice on him. Don't quite recognize you. Come on. Sneak. 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 Wait, the pillar is a dead dragon? I know Astinian said ice started to gather on him, but I didn't think he meant vertically. I left Ishgard on a mission of noble purpose, and now I am scrabbling for sticks in the snow. How can my hands be at once so numb yet so sore? It would seem that collecting firewood is a new experience for Master Alpha now. He must have been a privileged upbringing. Must have had a privileged upbringing. Have you the hides we need? Be able to see it better when I fly. Alright then.
Ah, I should have known it would be you.
You come out to greet people personally? Aren't you a little too important for that?
Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
We wish to stop Nidhogg's attack on Ishgard. We wish to speak with you. Crap.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion.
What, should I have brought wine?
If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest.
Oops.
Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me. That which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress.
Yes, please. I'd like context. Everybody gets mad for me not having context, but they won't give me the context.
'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elezen tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva. While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm, Heavensward, in particular so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elezen is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Heavensward, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity. Though loath to perform the deed, Heavensward ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes, and 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted.
Yeah, because I know Nidhogg's missing an eye. Because Estinian has it.
Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery. And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
Good gods!
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the eye does not reside there.
Well, maybe he knows you'll come running to its aid.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels. And the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgr instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him. Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
Well, they did say it was going to be a long journey, so why the heck not? Oh, hello? Who on the astral plane is calling me? Hey Gramps, I undid one of the crystals.
Is autumn mist, my friend?
Yes and no. I think it's a good thing, but...
I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while, and should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
You just gonna leave me out here? Alphino, that's not reassuring.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were. Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
Brett, you sealed me in the first place. I can't tell what you want, tiny dragon man. Whoa! Aether current aptitude attunement complete. Level up. Hello? Can I... Yeah! I got my wings! We have journeyed to the homeland of dragons. The scholar within birds to see the sights, and I've read about, as does the child within me, I confess. Be on your guard, warrior of light. With the mistress of the heretics as our guide, we may yet find that we are being led to our graves. Where is my... Alright, I guess there's no more currents I gotta worry about out here. You are Bren, yes? Pray address me as Ysael, if you wish. 'Tis passing strange, is it not, that fate should bring us together thus. Never did I think to walk alongside the Warrior of Light. But history is full of such unexplained alliances. Shall we make our way into Dravania, then? The chill of the western highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. Chocobo Forest? Like in 5? Can we now finally more freely? Yes. Oh my gosh. struggle ends, at least for now. Let's go do some side questing. The Forelands. Oh, is Nidhogg black in color? I guess that would officially make him Red Eyes Black Dragon. But that makes me wonder how Shiva became, if she was originally just an ordinary person, how she became a primal. Who is it that is fueling the delusion of her return? Because Moogle's made a primal too. With memories of a former king that may not have even existed. Right, that's that. There's something over by the lake, though. Sorry, got a side quest. I must side quest. Because it appears the Elder Dragons are very much sentient, so falling in love with one is not out of the realm of possibility. Yeah, there's a plot point very, very similar to that in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as well. We found the devious little thing, but he's a sight quicker than we anticipated. He's gone and hidden himself around here somewhere. He's no doubt waiting for the ideal moment to strike. Especially since blades live much longer than people do. Means love has a tendency to be a tragedy. Wait, was it one for me? Thank you, Adventurer. I suppose I owe you an apology for my arrogant tone earlier. I'm not quite accustomed to life at the Convictory. Do the Dravinian thralls truly are pitiful things, enslaved by the greater dragons and used as mere tools, cogs in the Dravinian war machine? To be forced to fight against your will, I dare say it's no different than the situation I was once in. A tool of the high houses in the Holy See. Any road, we best get this thing back to camp. You go on ahead and inform Dominic of our success. Whee! Now that I can fly too, can I only fly in this section? Or can I fly across this whole map? This whole darn... Can I zoom out any further? Maybe there's not much else to it. Oh! Yeah, I can see one heck of a dragon corpse up there. I'm surprised its tail is still intact as it goes over the edge. The muscle and cartilage holding it together must have eroded by now. I should probably also stare at that thing once I get the chance. It's whole zone? Okay, cool. How did you find the Acharians? It might not be smart, but they certainly put up a good fight, wouldn't you say? Now you make it sound easy, but not all of us had the opportunity to fight alongside the Azure Dragoon to see firsthand how best these mighty beasts may be brought down. Many Ishgardians think we nobles at the Convictory are simply here out of foppery and whim. They scarce understand the risks we take defending Ishgard and the Horde. But I feel perhaps that you understand. If ever you decide you want to join the Convictors, you need but say the word. get experience for uncovering the whole map. Well then, maybe we do a star ocean and just fly in a circle. Oh, my leg. The last dragon made quite a mess of it. I used to be a great lancer until I drank a dragon to the knee. Had it happened to anyone else, I dare say that it had been made of metal. They'd been made of meal of, excuse me. Fortunately, I'm made of sterner stuff, and got away with no more than a flesh wound to show for it. I'm keen to get back out there and hunt the bastard down, but I shan't be going anywhere until this leg heals up. Say, do you think you could fetch something for me? The waters of Dragonspit are said to have healing properties, but if I had some of that, I'd be back on my feet in no time. Take this bottle and fill it with the water from the spring, would you? Question. If a spring has healing properties, does that mean the water that evaporates out of it and gets rained back down or snowed back down also heals people? Ah, back already, I see. I take it you had no difficulty in retrieving the corpse of the Tula-hand? If all goes according to plan, the upcoming battle should be increasingly dangerous, but fear anything near as powerful as they say you are, and if you lend us assistance, I don't think we'll have any trouble. My gosh, it just never ends! The time has come to enact the next step in my plan. Santrama is already making preparations. He should be above the cliff north of the Convictory. Meet up with him there and lend him a hand. Thank you, adventurer. We still have need of wool, if you're willing to procure it. This is some of the highest quality wool I've ever seen. I must say, you've gone above and beyond what I've asked of you. You have my deepest thanks. The nights are bitterly cold these days, but the blankets made from this wool will do much to keep our people warm. And it just keeps going. Whatever could be taking him so long? It ought take him this much time just to deliver a message. I sent a man out on a mission quite some time ago. He should have been back hours ago, but there's still no sign of him. He was on Chocoback, so he should have returned by now. Would you do me the favor of heading towards the river's meet and seeing if you can find him? Quests. Quests in all directions. Okay, one is this way. Okay, so we can come up here. Oop. A little bit of slowdown. Game? Game, are you okay? You were dispatched by Lucé to find me? Well, I finished my mission, but I can't go back to the camp just yet. I'm searching for Amberbeak, my dear Chocobo. I was attacked by a Yeti and thrown to the ground. Just when I thought the great beast would tear me to shreds, Amberbeak distracted the thing and drew it away. He damn well saved my life, but I fear the monster will catch him. I have to save him. You'll find him for me? I'd like to join you in the search, but I would only slow you down in my present condition. Thank you. I shall head back to the Convictory now, but please bring Amberbeak back to me. If I can, if he's okay. And there's one this way. As we take one big sort of detour. I'm just getting the map. Whee! Guess it all depends on why it heals, yeah. Okay, cool. That's all cleared. There's gonna be more stuff at the camp, too. I wonder if some of this stuff couldn't even be reached on foot. Is it here? Yeah, I kind of figured, poor guy. The tag in the rein says Amberbeak, but upon closer inspection it is obvious the poor bird has been brutally eviscerated. You take a feather from the fallen chocobo. Sorry, buddy. Let's head this way first. Because there's stuff at the camp. Or I could just be lazy and just warp there. I'm gonna do a roundabout anyways. Greetings, Master Nightmare. Ariane has already appraised me of the situation. She tells me you might have information regarding the poisonings? They said there's no cure. I see, so it was heretics after all, and poison made from dragon venom. This is very bad indeed. We will need to find an antidote as quickly as possible. There's a breed of dragon that breathes deadly poisonous breath. If you were to make a poison by concentrating the toxic component of their breath, it would be almost impossible to formulate an antidote. We have precious little information, thus I had hoped you might assist us once more. The report describes the symptoms of the poisoned soldiers. Please show it to anyone you think might be able to assist in the formulation of an antidote. I suggest starting with our chief, Noi Raytel. Territorial? Oh, you're the one from before. Have you caught the people who poisoned the wine yet? Yes and no. I see, so the poison was most likely made from concentrated dragon venom. I don't know a great deal about venomous dragons, but I do remember reading something about poison-breathing dragons in a book from old before the Calamity. Sadly, I can't remember the specifics. Given how old the book was, perhaps you might be able to find out more from someone knowledgeable about the 6th Astral Era. Okay, there's also something up here. Oh, my poor baby. My poor baby. How did you get up there? Oh, whatever shall I do? It's up so high. Please, somebody do something. You'll help me, won't you? Please promise I'll be repaid. Please save my poor kitty. Is this teaching us a tutorial to fly to be able to get up here? Kitty, kitty. The suspiciously coral-like kitten pounces into your arms. I mean, it's not suspiciously coral-like, it is. Do you have her? Do you have my dear, dear kitty? The quivering kitten is quite sizable for a kitten. Something tells you that this may not be your ordinary pet. Wait. What's with the music? There you are, you silly little thing. You had me so worried. What, you think my dear little kitty isn't really a cat? She's really a coral? Yeah, I have one just like it. I think I almost believed you for a second there. My dear little kitty isn't some man-eating monster. Just look at her. Look how cute she is. Good luck. I mean, it could be just some sort of like spotted Maine Coon. Those things get huge. What do you want? What do you want? Right. Poisonings. Poison made from concentrated dragon venom. Ah yes, this was a story passed down from the generations in the old village of the Falcon's Nest about dragons that breathe poison. Be ye ware the beast with poison breath, whose claws and breath bring naught but certain death. The ancient dragon's noxious mist is born from eating the poisoned viper's thorn. Thorny viper is a type of toxic brambleweed. Its toxin is said to source the dragon's poisonous breath. If we find a creature immune to the thorny viper, we should be able to study its immunity to develop an antidote to the dragon's poison. There's a beast that lives near Gorgane Mills, the black-blooded zoo. They say it feeds primarily on the thorny viper. Its blood may hold the key to saving the afflicted soldiers. Take these provisions and travel to Gorgane Mills. As if a zoo is an easy task. They're huge. This is an herb that, when burned, should attract the zoo. When you reach the mill, use this ember and burn the herbs. The scent should draw the beast out of hiding. Slay it and recover its blood. Okay then, shall we do a roundabout of map unlocking? Find whatever it is along the way, because there's something here, something here. Just do a quick ring around the rosy. Maybe get some stuff opened up. Wait, it goes further this way? Does it really? Oh no, I don't have to unlock like the whole outside territory, do I? Eventually you'd think I'd hit a wall, right? Okay, thank goodness. Woo! Final Fantasy III is messing with me again if I have to go around the outside of the map to unlock it all too. Take this chocobo, ride it around the entire continent 3 times, and I'll give you a prize. Yep, that was a real quest. Final Fantasy III. The prize wasn't even something like super duper good. I think it was like just a loaf of gnomish bread or something. Or a potion or something small. Okay, let's light this up. Do I have to do them in order or something? Use the, oh, the herbs. Yeah, it's not as big as I thought it would be. Maybe I'm just used to 10s. Alright, outer edge. Let's go here. Hope that's not the MSQ. I know we're eventually going out to the Dravinian Forelands. I'm just being thorough. Doing the whole 100% thing. Eventually, isn't there like a reward for doing every achievement in the game? I know one guy I follow is doing it. Go. Haven't locked all of his stuff, obviously, because spoilers, but... You don't see me. Right, now back around. The easier part, let's hope. Okay, there is a section of the map that's still technically missing. I'm only going this far out to make sure the outside doesn't count for some of it. Doesn't make me do a Star Ocean or... Okay, good. I'm gonna get a Mapping the Realm achievement anytime. Come on! Please! Thank you! Some achievement gets awards themselves. True. Okay, where and what? There we go. Oh, you're finally here. You might be pleased to note that the information you obtained was indeed correct. Some horrible Dravinian beast. It looks like a wadjet. Came out of nowhere, grabbed the slain Tulahan's body in its claws, and scuffed off as quickly as it had appeared. There was something of a scuffle that escaped it and kicked our men about a bit. The creature itself scurried away under the cliff to the northwest of the Convictory. Please chase it down. We'll see to the wounded. And you want me back up here? I was just there. Yeah, this terrain absolutely feels like it was meant for flying. Whee! Get off the chocobo! I don't know if this is so much a dragon as it is a snake. These count as dragons? Off we go then. I mean, they're both reptile-ish. Must have some resistance to this cold. Thank you. I didn't see the fight itself, but having seen you in combat before, I think it's a good idea of how it turned out. We collect the body and put it somewhere and the Dravinians can see it. But the Dravinians sure are a cautious bunch. Whatever they're trying to achieve by gathering the corpses of weaker thralls, what are they using the bodies for? Maybe they eat them. They say that the smarter animals out there have feelings, or, you know, burials, if it is for sentience. Perhaps the Dravinians are simply showing respect to their fallen comrades. Perhaps they can't stand to see their friends' bodies torn apart by the elements. Perhaps they just want to let them rest in peace. Oh, you have some peculiar ideas sometimes. You really think that the monsters have feelings? They respect each other? They're no different to us. No, they're no different to us. The strong use the weakest tools. They're not a shred of respect to be seen. Your entire hypothesis is... I'm sorry, I'm ranting. We'll head out and collect the dead Wadjet. You report back to Dominic and let him know these things are proceeding according to plan. Alright, to camp. Where there are lots of finished quests. Did you find him? Did you find Amberbeak? Unfortunately, yes. This feather, Amberbeak. He fought valiantly with me through so many. Tell me, was it quick? I see. Well, thank you for this feather. At least I'll always have something to remember him by. I'm sorry. Wait. You can't- unable to accept the stuff to Phoenix down. I warped him back. Is it because I already have one? Ah! Is it because I already have a Tuft of Phoenix down? Do these sell at all in the shop for anything? Or can I just get rid of it? I'll check the other ones while I wait. I'm back already. Did the information you gathered turn out to be accurate? Were you able to attract a larger dragon? Good, good. It seems the next step of my plan is unfolded quite nicely. If things continue like this, we should be able to bag quite an impressive catch before long. Ah! It says in the description of the item. I know that. I meant like... I meant in the player boards. Heck. Goodbye. People hate me for it, then oh well. It's weird you can only have the one. We're just about to carry out the next step of my plan. Saltramax has finished his preparations, so he should be waiting for you out on the cliff to the north. If all goes well, we'll attract an even larger beast than before, so be on your guard. Do you have the spring water? I need to get back out there. I'm sick of seeing those dragons strut about without a care in the realm. Good, good. And not a moment too soon. I fear the dragons are starting to forget the taste of Ishgardian steel. After a few applications of this, I'll be ready to get back out there and give them a sharp reminder. They say this stuff is better than any potion. It's just as well, given how meager our supplies have been getting lately. You think you wouldn't do more with it, then? HP... Isn't this by default better? Why offer me an X potion? HP and MP. Oh wait, 600 MP. And this is only 24 HP. Okay. But still, this is automatically better. Why would you offer it then? I'm so confused. Would you like this clearly better thing or clearly worse thing? Did you see the Avis just now? It snatched up to watch its corpse and made its escape. Our men are chasing the thing down as we speak. The bait was set under the cliff northwest of the Convictory. We should head there first, then follow the trail from there. Be on your guard. Avis are renowned for their cunning. I just thought you said they were beasts, and now you're saying it's cunning. Dragon Quest... not Dragon Quest. Dragon Beast Tribe Quest when? I feel it in my bones. It seems the Avis has fled to the northwest into Dragon's Pit. We'll block the exits and corner. You get there and help finish it off. It went where? This way. Mind your business, slime. Oh, so he's making me do all the actual fighting. Did you slay it? Marvelous. Good work. Very good indeed. But, did you notice anything about the Avis? It just I got to thinking while you were slaying it. Is it true what they say? Did it speak? They say that Avis are what become of men, heretics who drink dragon blood. But what could make a man... Master Santrala. Saint, whatever. Yes, good work. We'll collect its body of the beast. We must return to Dominic and report our success. I mean, maybe we should do more to question some of this sentience. Just saying. It might do us some good. If what Bahamut said holds truth. Bahamut could speak, Gramps speaks, Nidhogg I think probably speaks. Okay, back already. Things are proceeding swimmingly, it seems. But you look somehow troubled. What happened? I suppose it's not surprising that he might say something like that. Santrama was born into nobility. He knows all too well the pain of losing honor and status. But that's all in the past now. I only hope that this experience might steel his resolve. Damn it! Expert dragon slaying. What kind? Ah, it's good to see you. The corpse of the Avis you slew put his position now to attract a great dragon for us to slay. However, I'm concerned about Saltramau. He seems even more morose than his normal grim self. I want to help him out, but perhaps I'm his commanding officer. He really doesn't want to talk to me about it. Do you think you might be able to talk to him for me? The two of you have been through quite a few battles together. He might be more inclined to share his troubles with you. He's to the north of the camp. Preparations for the next step of the plan should be all finished by now. So we'll just be waiting for you there. Yeah, I'll probably finish up the quests here. And then I'll save, because I'm assuming this is the Dravinian Forelands, right? Yeah. Since it's a new zone, I'll save that for the next stream. Good chapter wrap-up. Well met, friend. As you can see, the Avis's body has been laid out in plain sight, but none of the Horde have shown any interest in the thing. Me? Something I want to talk about? No, not really. Though spending all day keeping vigil over Dravinian corpses leads one to thinking about these creatures more than one might expect. All things considered, the Avis was quite a high-ranking creature of the Horde. I have no doubt that whatever comes to collect its body will be quite a mighty dragon indeed. They're wise and intelligent creatures, and they won't be tricked easily. I've taken a great deal of care with the preparations, but still no dragon comes. Do you think you might take a look at the Avis for me? Just make sure there's nothing out of the ordinary, something I might have missed. Maybe because it was once human, they don't care as much? The human cared for the dragons, but the dragons not so much for the human? Nothing out of the ordinary? Well, if it looks good to you, then I'm satisfied. Must just be a matter of time. If it's all the same to you, would you mind waiting for the dragon to show itself? Bored out here alone? Should I bring cards? Play triple triad out here in the snow as we wait for a dragon to come kill us all? Yeah, true. A church? Wrong about something? In a JRPG? Say it ain't so. A wyvern. I'd only ever heard stories about them. An ancient creature that once soared effortlessly through the clouds. Most go their whole lives without ever seeing one of these legendary beasts. I should take a minute to check its body before we're back to camp. You go back to the Convictory and report to Dominic. We'll handle getting the dragon's bodies back to camp. That certainly took longer than I expected. Did the plan work? Tell me everything that's happened. A wyvern? You slew a wyvern? I have no words to express my gratitude. Thank you for your help. Santramo should be back by now. Could you do one more favor and make sure he made it back safely? Apparently he did. He's right over there. Turn head slightly right. Ah, so you reported back to Dominic already? We just got back moments ago. We're just about to start examining this beast. Would you be so kind as to lend a hand? Might as well start with the leg. It's a good place as any. I mean, it is my favorite spot on chicken for eating. You find a Tullahan scale and a Wadjet scale in the wyvern's claws. Has all of them? You finished already? Did you find anything interesting? Yeah, the previous scales. A scale from the Tullahan and one from the Wadjet, both in the claws of the wyvern. This mighty creature carried away their bodies and kept mementos in memory of its fallen comrades? These creatures knew each other, recognized each other, mourned for each other, that even Dravinians would show such concern for each other. I grew up depending on my status and nobility. I led such an easy life that when my house fell, when I was betrayed by those I trusted, I blamed everyone around me. In retrospect, I should have blamed myself. It's my own fault that I was abandoned by both those I served and those who served me. Santramo, why are you think I'm still here serving you? Your house may well be disgraced, but I serve you, not your house. I fully intend to remain your loyal servant to the end. I think, if anything, you are too loyal, but I still greatly appreciate it. I came here looking for a place to die. Perhaps now is a good time to let the old bitter me die, to let go of all that hatred. From now on, I want to live, not for social status or nobility, but to protect those close to me, to protect my friends, to protect the people of Ishgard. I shall travel to my family's graves and swear an oath to protect those I care about, but I've not yet been to their graves. I've been too ashamed to show my face. But even the Dravinians can mourn their dead properly, then I think I should find it within myself to do the same. I feel like we're just teaching the people of Kurthus empathy here for dragons. You seem pleased with yourself. Did something happen in Sultramau? I see, thank you. I too owe you my thanks. Thank you, not just for the inspiration you provided Saltramau, but for the invaluable assistance you provided in helping my plan come to fruition. If things continue to progress this well, we may catch ourselves a dragon yet, greater still than this wyvern. A great accomplishment like that would serve Sir Emmerich's cause well, and that's not all. Young though he may be, Saltramau has achieved truly courageous feats of combat and has opened a world of opportunity for himself. When other young men hear of his exploits, they'll be eager to rally to Emmerich's cause and fight under his banner. If anything, I'd like nothing more than to recruit you. But somehow I get the feeling that you're not the kind to settle down in one place, much less somewhere as remote and isolated as the Convictory. Still, I hope that you'll continue to lend your strength from time to time. It's more like fate won't let me, sir. It's not a me problem. It's, the Mother Crystal won't let me problem. Alright, got that poison. Have you retrieved the zoo's blood? Yes, this should do nicely. An antidote may well be possible after all. Yeah, it is pretty gruesome when you think about using a dead body to lure out your enemy. It's actually really, really cruel. Master Nightmare, I spied you down here and hurried down, hoping you could inform me of the status of your investigations. Are we any closer to a cure? I'm trying, man. Well, if it isn't the commander of the reconstruction program, This crass person here cares about our folklore and culture. They helped us recover relics from the buried village of Falcon's Nest. In return, I passed an ancient legend that was likewise passed down from my ancestors. The zoo's blood this young person gathered can be used to create an antidote. Take it to your brightest alchemists and have them formulate a cure. If you move quickly, you can still save those poisoned soldiers. Good grief, to think those old legends could bear the solution to a problem like this. Why do you think people made the legends in the first place? I shall call for the Holy Sea's best alchemists immediately. Master Segan, we've been so focused on moving forward that we have lost sight of where we've come from. To be frank, I thought you were but a fool who could not let go of the past. But in light of these events, I have been forced to reconsider. The culture and traditions of the Falcon's Nest hold great value. They're truly priceless. If it pleases, perhaps you might be so kind as to lend your assistance in an excavation of the village. I can only offer my most sincerest apologies for how little we've done to make you feel welcome until now. As you yourself said, Redwald, I can't let go of the past, but I understand everything you've done. You've done to protect the people of Ishgard. I can't help but feel that there are issues more deserving of your resources than an archaeological dig. Very well. How might this suit you, then? If you ever happen to pass by the fortress of Falcon's Nest, whatever you might happen to stop by your halls, we shall be sure to have a hot bowl of soup waiting for you. In exchange, I ask only that you pass on the legends and stories of the old village of Falcon's Nest, such that we may learn from your knowledge and wisdom. Does that strike you as a better arrangement? A nice suggestion, I suppose, but I can't stand the taste of your Ishgardian cooking. Your cooks are far too heavy-handed with the salt and spice. It's 'cause they have to find a way to preserve the meat. You have to salt it. If that's your only objection, then you need not worry. Our head chef is a Kurthan man. We troops are always complaining about this Kurthan-style cooking. That his soup is too thin and bland. I suspect it may suit you perfectly. A Kurthan chef, you say? I may enjoy the food after all. You say the food is terrible and has nothing to it? Hot diggity damn, it's my... Grab me a bowl. It may be true that Falcon's Nest is no longer a small village, but we are still home to the same people. We still have a responsibility to carry this culture and history on to the future. Though the village itself may be lost to time and snow, we have the opportunity to find a new path to lead these people to peace and prosperity. Carving that path is my charge. Come, let me introduce you to our chef. We can enjoy a bowl of this Kurthan soup together. So long as he uses ingredients that were not found in the wastes. I'm fine with venison stew. I'm not fine with venison stew that has been poisoned. Alright, is that... Alright, Rose House. What is this? Alabathia Spire. Oh, is this way up here? Is this in the Sea of Clouds? I don't know if I can technically fly up here. Nope. Is there wind currents for this? Yes! Wait, this one. This one's a little heart. Little heart island. Well, let me jump. How do I get down then? If I can't be reckless, then what am I? Whee! Apparently it's cloudy today. Yep, for all zones. Must be new stuff out here then. Guessing it's somewhere. If it's 400 malms, it's probably like right here. Oh no, and they have new ones here too. New quests. Hi Bren, you're looking well. What brings you to the cloud top? Is there aught you require? You need only ask. Need to get these quests out of my inventory, so take this letter. It's better than waiting to the end, I suppose. Rose oil. Oh, a letter from Lord Emimilian. I'm terribly sorry about this. I never imagined he would attempt to do something so shameless. I'm afraid to say he's always been like this. House Halienter and House Fortom have always maintained good relations, and as such, those close in years often spend time together from an early age. I spent much of my youth playing together with Lord Emimilian, but now I fear he still clings too tightly to memories of our youth, though I admit it sometimes is to my benefit. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same for Torsifers. No doubt he has asked you to come in his place. I can sympathize with his anxiety over upsetting Lord Emimilian, but this is no way to treat a guest. Please accept this as a token of my apology. I realize it's not much, but it's all I can offer at present. Lady is of House Halienter of age with me? I suppose that could be Morel. But you say as a child she promised to be wed. I have heard no such thing. At any rate, you must talk with her yourself to know that she is the one you seek. Maybe it was just kids being kids? And, like, she don't remember, but he took it very personally? Oh god, there's so... I guess I have an hour. Clipped wings. Excuse me, a moment of your time, if I may. I recently received a special request for assistance with zoological research, but I'm at a loss as to how to fulfill it. Are you familiar with Gallicats? They bear a striking resemblance to kittens, but with wings. An acquaintance of mine is writing an article on their physiology and requires a sample of their wings for her work. I know that there's a pet. Their sweet appearance belies a rather nasty temperament, and if that were simply a matter of slaying them, I would handle it myself. The problem, however, is that taking proper sample requires a delicate touch, a certain finesse that is beyond the capabilities of my men and myself. Because they are so fragile, you may not obtain a proper sample from the first you fell, but I have no doubt someone of your talents can procure a wing of immaculate quality. I realize this is a rather personal request, but I would be forever in your debt. You could leave the Sea of Clouds till later. The MSQ will bring you back. Okay, I might do that then. I'll get the ones that are, you know, clearly right here, but... So I'll get these. Oops, I'm trying to throw my spear and I'm just like smacking my compass instead. I'll do the Gallicat and whatever this green one is that's already done to clear it up. Oh, it didn't drop. Maybe it's not a slay so many, maybe it's an actual drop rate thing. It's an actual drop rate thing. Kitty kitty! Oh no. Oh, it's just for... Oh, come on! I used my rate up and everything! Ah! I used my increased treasure drop and everything! How rare are these wings? Oh, damn it. Oh, Bren. Must you be so hasty? Is this thing still chasing me? Shoo! Okay. How fares your search? I realize obtaining an undamaged Gallicat wing is no easy feat. What an extraordinary find. I'm pleased to see your persistence has paid off. With this, you can resume her work on Cloudkin. Ah, how forgetful of me not to mention it sooner. The sample is meant for a Talloon, a renowned naturalist. She's hard at work on a new article for New Eorzean Geographic. You guys have Nat Geo? And requested a sample to be delivered with the utmost haste. You can be sure she will hear it as the incomparable AetherNightmare who made possible her latest work on Cloudkin. Okay, got that one. When I reach level 60 on this, I'll probably switch to another class, just to keep things interesting. And you. A promise of marriage? Now that you mention it, well yes, I do believe I made such a promise. But I was just a child. Who would think to remember such a thing after all these years? Besides, I've sworn to serve Lady Laniette. My only concerns now are finding my duties and the protection of Camp Cloudtop. Whoever this boy is, he need not worry of old forgotten promises. Yeah, I kind of figured he held on to it a little stronger than you did. But with that, let's go to... where the heck is... Ishgard. The classes will need to be up to the MSQ level. Yeah, I'm not worried about that for one particular reason. 71. Heavensward goes to 70, am I correct? Let's see, the broom was the inn, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it's down at the broom. It's up here. Yeah, Warrior's at level 71. And I think Heavensward goes to like 70. Don't it? Because it locked you out of leveling up any further unless you purchased the next expansions. So I'm assuming I'm probably good for Heavensward. Innkeep. A fine morning to you. How may I assist you? Yes, right this way. I mean, say for any class lower, can't accept the quest, but yeah. Yeah, no worries. If I get to that point, we have Warrior. So we're all good. We're all good. I'm just switching it up to, I don't know, have fun, I suppose. But there we go. We cleared out a whole new section in Heavensward, and we have a whole new place to explore next time, which I have a lot of catching up to do, so... Again, I originally said might be sooner than later, but the last time I said that I got super sick, so we're just gonna do our best. So videos might be a tad sporadic this week and whatnot as I attempt to rebuild the backlog to get caught up, but for now, this is where I am going to call it. So thank you so much to everyone who has joined. Like and subscribe if you want to see more Final Fantasy XIV, and I hope to see you all in future streams. Bye-bye.